Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Roman here. I haven't made a video in a while, so I thought I'd film a few and upload them. I thought it would be a good time to make a video because I know the fan base online for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is really big. And I just finished JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the manga parts 1, 2, and 3. And I gotta say, it is one of the best series I have ever read. Period. Anything. Of movies, you can't read a movie. Of TV shows, fuck, you can't read a TV show. I should stop giving examples. It's one of the best manga series I have ever read. So first off, I'm going to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1, Phantom Blood, which this is going to contain spoilers. So if you haven't seen this series or watched the OVA or read the manga, and you don't want to be spoiled, stop watching this video right now because I'm going to talk about a key few plot points. Okay, now that that's out of the way, this is not going to be an in-depth analysis of the series itself. It's just my personal opinion of the series and what I liked about it and what I didn't like. So I guess we'll just jump right into it. Okay, so first off, right off the bat, we meet Jonathan Joestar and his life and how he is just living in England with his father, and then of course, then Dio comes along. Now Dio is what brought me into the series, because I had seen all these memes on Tumblr of the classic "It was me, Dio," the Dio memes. So I was like, who's this dude? Is he evil? Well, generally what I thought was he was evil from what I had gathered. And one of my friends, on Tumblr, Sean, he posts so much JoJo. So I was like, I'm gonna get into this. And when I went on the manga site, it said 5 chapters, and I was like, 5 chapters? Pff, I've read like 600 chapters of Naruto, I can read 5 chapters for this part 1. And then I clicked into it, and turns out those weren't chapters, they were books. And it was like maybe, I can't even remember, it was like 20 chapters a book, probably even more, can't remember right now, but I was like, ooh, at first it put me off, but then I was like, you know, I've gone through Naruto, and Naruto Shippuden, and how good that was, and we'll just put this idea on the back burner and see, you know, is it gonna be good? So I waited I didn't wait anything, I just jumped right into it, that was a lie. Jumped right in. First couple of panels was with the Aztec chief of him putting on the stone vampire mask, stone mask, or whatever it was, and I was like, alright, so it's this mask, with tentacles. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. So anyway, this mask, I was like, key plot point, straight up, right off the bat. Much like Naruto, I like Naruto. Like Naruto with the Kurama, the Nine-Tailed Demon Fox, coming in. First chapter, first few pages, straight up, introducing the main plot point, bad guy? Whatever you want to call it. Anyway, enough of that. So basically, Dio was what got me into the series. And I thought, when I started reading, the character of JoJo, the first JoJo, I was like, this guy's, JoJo, he's kind of likable. He's kind of I like his attitude. Then Dio came along, and Dio was like, all I want is power. That was cool. Not really. JoJo, he grew on me. At first, I was like, I don't really like him as a protagonist, but like, his character flourished, could you say, like a flower. Anyway, as it progressed, as I kept reading, Zeppeli? I can't remember if it's Zeppeli or Speedwagon that comes first. I'll talk about Speedwagon. Speedwagon is one of my favourite characters of part 1. And I'm glad he got carried into part 2 as well, just putting that out there. Speedwagon is the most lovable freaking... the biggest bromance between Speedwagon and every character. Even if they're evil. Like, he's like, JoJo, don't do that! Zeppeli, no! Dio, what are you doing? I don't know what to do! And at first I was like, is Speedwagon gonna learn the ripple technique? But when Zeppeli was like, straight up, you're not gonna learn it. Okay. Because he would have been a really cool character. He's one of my favourite characters of part 1, so of course, he's a freaking cool character. Zeppeli. Zeppeli, as soon as I saw him, all I could read his character lines was with like a British accent, like, I say, old chap, do you remember how many lives you've sucked away to heal those wounds? Jolly good. His character, he's pretty funny. His top ad made him even more eccentric. Zeppeli the eccentric, that's his character catchphrase. That's his name, his character catchphrase, but he was cool. And we got when he told JoJo not to spill the wine to defeat, was it Jack the Ripper or Bruford? No, it wasn't Bruford, it was before that. It's one of Theo's henchmen. When he said not to spill the wine, I was like, this guy's class act. I thought the plot was really well plotted, written. I thought the plot was really well written from a manga from the 80s. Like I said at first, I was skeptical with the series, but if I read it and I didn't like it, I would have made myself like it. And even though I read it and I did like it, I didn't have to make myself like it because I straight up loved it. Naruto again. Naruto was part of my childhood. So for this manga to almost trump Naruto, it was a shock to me. Right, anyway, of course, with Dio becoming the vampire, I was like, fuck yes. I gotta say, I went on the Wikipedia before I started reading, but I didn't look up any plot points. I just wanted to see character designs, alright? I like character designs. That's another thing. And I saw Dio that he was gonna be in part 1, 2, and 6, 5? 6, I think. Because he was like immortal, he's a vampire. And when Dio put the mask, the vampire mask on the drunk dude, like fighting guy, I was like, alright, this is kinda cool. Is this vampire related? And then when the sun came out and destroyed him, I was like, this is straight up vampire related. I was pretty pumped about that. I like vampires. But like they didn't say vampire for a while in the manga. It was just like, Dio Brando. And I was like, alright. But when they said vampire straight up, I was like, yes. The art style. I love the art style of part 1. I've seen some people criticize, not criticize, but how it's like JoJo's like a teen and he's like fucking the Hulk. Like he's just playing football and it's like, so the size of the people are that big and he's like that big. He's like, I gotta say, I found that humorous. I didn't think it was bad. But as the chapters progressed, like I presume with all the other parts of JoJo, the art style got so much better. It was like Araki just like, I know how I can make these character designs so much better. And it was like that, alright? It was like that. It was, whew, I thought it was good. Because I've heard of JoJo from the Tumblr community. Tumblr community's like that, okay. And seeing all these fans, artificial images, game footage, pictures, posts, audio, of stands. And I was like, alright, this is cool. When a stand's gonna come in? Anyway, it was good. The final battle between Dio and JoJo, Jonathan, was pretty cool. When Wang Chang, the Chinese shop owner, poison shop owner, he had, at the very end of the series, how he had Dio's head in like a glass case. All I could think about was Futurama. I was like, classic Dio. And how he was like, Dio was, I want Jonathan's body so I can, JoJo, you're gonna live forever, let me put my head on your body. He was like, nah bitch, you're not. When Dio used his Space Ripper stinging eyes, when I was reading that, I didn't think that was the actual name. I thought that was just a fan translation of the manga I was reading. I looked it up, and I was like, it's actually called Space Ripper Stingy Eyes. And I hands down thought that was the best name of a technique I have ever heard. Space Ripper Stingy Eyes. I was like, Space Ripper Stingy Eyes? But now I'm like, Space Ripper Stingy Eyes. When JoJo had Dio's head, was holding Dio's head as the ship was burning and the ship was going down, I thought that was it for Jonathan's body. I thought that was it. Little did I know, a little thing called time exists. I'll talk about that in my part 3 video. All up, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed part 1, and I thought, if this is how it's going to be, if this is how the series is going to carry over through parts 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, we're up to now, I was hooked. I would be hooked. Alright. Now, like I said, that was not an in-depth review. That was my thoughts of the series, of part 1, of some of the characters. I know I left out a lot, but it's just a few of my thoughts. And feel free to leave comments down below, because I'm interested in your thoughts of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 Phantom Blood. Who's your favourite character? And did you enjoy Part 1? Or did you think Part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 vastly outshadow it? Alright, well, thanks again, and if you like this video, feel free to subscribe. If you didn't like the video, don't subscribe. If you like the video and you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. But thank you for watching, and Part 2 will be coming out very soon. Thanks for watching, guys.